We've been talking today with Whitney Alshire-Embry, and she is the coordinator for the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education. Been talking about all of the fun events going on, different support groups, but let's get back to the Heart to Heart, as it's being called, which is on Thursday, February 6th, which is being held in the Lagerborg dining room. That's down by the cafeteria in the hospital. It's the largest room we've got, so that's why we're using that one. And Dr. Lewis Elkins will be the spokesperson that evening, talking about heart care and keeping your heart healthy and as I'm not going to use the word heavy hors d'oeuvres. We're going to talk, there'll be appetizers that will be just perfect to go along with a healthy lifestyle. I don't want to hear about heavy in the new year.
I know. That was a bad choice of words. I'm sorry about that.
No. But the next day, February 7th is National Wear Red Day.
Go Red for Women.
Go Red for Women. So all of the attendees for the evening, the girls' night out, are encouraged to wear red.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Do you have any idea what Dr. Elkins is going to be talking about yet? Or?
I do not. And in fact, when I spoke with his assistant just this week, she said he's going to surprise you. So I'm like, okay, that's exciting. Oh, I don't know whether to be scared or no. But he's fabulous, and we hope that he's going to go into different, like you said, aspects of heart care and keeping your heart healthy. So we're very excited to have him.
Well, and with your background, Whitney, I mean, you can go. We've got an incredible heart team at Baxter Regional Medical Center, and right from getting information about your heart, right through the process, if you had to have some sort of heart surgery, if you were in the cath lab, whatever was done, and then for recovery, you've got the background for the cardiopulmonary piece of it. So talk to us about that a little bit.
Well, cardiac rehab, and that's where I was actually before I was at Schliemann, and it's a wonderful program that it's a 12-step program, or 12 weeks actually. So for people that have had, open heart surgery, the bypass, we call it cabbage, or if they've had just stents, or even if they're at risk for heart disease. So cardiac rehab is a fantastic way to get you back on your feet, make you feel comfortable with exercise, and it's very progressive. I know that in the past we've had patients that are very, very weak, and they are just out of surgery, a couple months out, or maybe even less, and they come in and they're able to rehabilitate, in that 12 weeks to where they actually feel comfortable with how their body works and responds to exercise. That is a very rewarding job.
Sure.
Not that all of my positions have not been, but to see someone that comes to you and not able to walk on a treadmill, say, and then within a few weeks, they have the confidence that they need.
I was going to say, they must be pretty scared.
They are very scared.
Yeah, when they come in.
And in fact, it's amazing to me at how many come in a wheelchair, and they are just afraid because of all the trauma that they've been through. So there's
they
not
think
only
walking will hurt them again, or they might have another
or
relapse.
they feel weak, and and they just don't know what to expect. But one of the amazing things is that cardiac rehab is not only the the exercise protocols that are supervised by nurses, and they also build this social aspect to where there's people in there that have had other or similar problems as they have, and it's amazing. They build friendships and they build bonds for life.
Sure.
So just having someone there that says, I know exactly how you feel, and mean it
and understands.
Exactly.
really means
it means a lot. So that's
Yeah.
a fantastic program that the hospital actually has available to the heart patients and to at-risk patients as well.
That's wonderful. Now, an at-risk patient, would that be something they'd then be referred to the hospital for the program by their doctor?
They do, yes. It's all doctor referral. And if they have an extremely high blood pressure, if they have other aspects for heart disease, if it's hereditary, sometimes we're our genes we can't do much about, and we're predestined to have things like that, and they can be referred by their doctor to the cardiac rehab services.
That's wonderful. And then, as you say, the socialization where they're meeting new people that have experienced similar, or if not the same, that they're having, and then they can look to it and say, that guy's, he's progressed a whole lot faster, and I could be doing that.
There's a lot to say for competition. That in my with me especially, if I think that you're walking faster than I am, it might I might just want to win, but it really does help, having others there. So that's that,
and all completely supervised, and as you said, the medical aspect is right there.
Is right there.
Should something happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. In the 7 years that I was there, rarely did anything happen because of the fact that they are watched so closely. So it's a great program,
and everything is geared to the point where they're at the time they walk through the door.
Absolutely,
and progress slowly.
It is. So
I would imagine that's a huge part of it too. Now, when you said to me something about they may only be a few months out of open heart surgery, and I was thinking actually in my mind that, well, that was kind of a long time, but it's not, is it?
It's really not. Sometimes, it depends on the person. We all heal a lot different, depending on if they had complications or if they had their sternal sutures, if they had issues with that. So everyone is so different, and and there is an exercise protocol for everyone based on the number of weeks they come out of surgery, and based on their medications, based on their heart rate, based on their blood pressure. So it's very, very well taken care of with any kind of complication. And
real carefully monitored.
It's very
all the way from start to finish.
Yeah.
So they go through and they graduate.
They do.
After
actually,
12 weeks.
They have. They actually have 3 phases of rehab. The first phase is called inpatient. So, your exercise physiologist or nursing staff will actually talk to any of the heart patients or at-risk patients while they're in hospital, tell them about the program, and give them the opportunity to, talk to the doctor about it. And then the phase 2 program is if they actually had a surgical intervention, like your open heart, your or if they had a heart attack and things like that. In those phase 2 patients, which is normally covered, by their insurance, they are monitored with an EKG monitor for the 12 weeks. So they come in and actually and are monitored the whole time they're there. Then they have the phase 3, which is their maintenance program. So those that have been monitored and they come off the monitor, if they wish to keep coming to exercise, they will actually can stay, and then they just do a pre and post blood pressure and pulse check on the patient every time they come in.
Every time they
and everything is recorded, so they have their records, in case the doctor wants blood pressure checks and things like that. So it's a great program.
Do you do anything with healthy eating?
They do. They do. They have a lot of information. The dietitian will come and speak with them one-on-one if they would like. They do have classes monthly.
That's great. Yeah.
It's
because
just
they go so hand in hand, and especially if you're coming back, and if that's what perhaps brought the heart attack on in the first place, was being overweight or obese.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's amazing. Some people can go through the whole process, and they come out and they'll say, well, my doctor said I'm just fine, and it takes a while for them to get in their mind that, oh, I do have to make a life change. So that's sometimes hard for people, but they generally finally own up to it.
Yeah. Vegetables are good. Come on.
Absolutely.
Fruit and vegetables are wonderful.
Yeah. But and one thing with the Schliemann Center that I've tried to do is I'm actually going to start a group exercise or group fitness class that it's not going to be like aerobics that we did in the 80s, but a lot of body weight exercises, a lot of stretching, things that anyone can do at any level. And I'll be starting that in February. I'm going to call it Diva Strength.
Diva Strength.
Yes.
I love it.
So, but I've had I know that we offer a lot of different exercise programs at the other houses, and this one is just in hopes to be a little bit unique, based on different. I think Pites, she does yoga, and they do some other exercises, and then there's the Strong Women at Maruk. And with Diva Strength, I'm hoping that we can not only turn it into, more of kind of a support group, kind of an exercise, kind of the social thing, but we pull in, we talk about healthy eating, we talk about, the benefits of stretching, the benefits of meditation, just a lot of things that we need just to keep us healthy overall.
Right.
So
mind, body, and spirit,
absolutely,
all the way around.
Yeah. So that's going to start on February 3rd, and it's on Mondays and Wednesdays from 8:30 to 10. And we'll just kind of take it from there and see how it goes.
See how it grows.
Yeah.
And it'll be things that folks can take home and absolutely continue with, to get the good foundation and groundwork done at Schliemann Center, and then from there.
I like to think that, I give them 6 weeks to build a healthy habit, and then after that, you're on your own.
Yeah. It's time for that life change.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. Stop procrastinating.
That's right.
One of the things I'm holding here, I want to get back to this before we have to go today, Whitney, is you've given me the Go Red and Go Red for Women, put out by the American Heart Association, a little red dress pin, which is just delightful. So we want to go ahead and once again let people know, would you talk about the Girls' Night Out that's coming up? Our
Girls' Night Out is February 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's in the Lagerborg Dining Room at the hospital. And Dr. Lewis Elkins will be there. He's our cardiovascular thoracic surgeon. He's just amazing. He's going to be talking to us, and we're calling it Heart to Heart because we kind of feel like, he's talking one-on-one, just to us ladies. And there will be healthy snacks.
what appetizers,
snacks, and we'll all be able to enjoy that. Yeah. And it's absolutely free, and that's the most exciting part, that we're able to help women get educated, and it doesn't cost anything.
Right. But seating is limited, so be sure and give Whitney a call at 508-2345. The number again for the Schliemann Center for Women's Health Education, 508-2345.
And don't forget to wear red.
And wear red, absolutely. Whitney, thanks so much for coming in today for the show. We really appreciate it. And I know the Girls' Night Out on February 7th is going to be just a...
February 6th.
Sorry.
That's
February,
right.
Yeah. It's going to be just a wonderful, wonderful event.
We hope so. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connection.